Okay, dear student, once again I am in front of you, explain you the further terminologies. Now the condensation. Condensation. I explain condensation. Condensation is the reverse of boiling. In case of boiling, what is happening? Liquid get converted into. What is happening in the case of boiling? Liquid get converted into vapor. Liquid get converted into vapor. This is the process of boiling. In case of condensation, what is happening? Gas getting converted into vapor. Gas getting converted into liquid is known as condensation. So condensation is the reverse of boiling. In case of boiling, liquid get converted into gas. Liquid get converted into gas. In case of boiling, liquid get converted into gas. In case of condensation, gas gets converted into liquid. Gas gets converted into liquid. The process in which gas or vapor get converted into liquid are known as condensation. Okay, and how will we bring about the condensation? Gas has got the more kinetic energy. So that is why to bring it near so that it can get converted into liquid, its energy should be reduced. So that is why to reduce the energy of the kinetic energy of the gaseous particle, we should bring out a process called cooling. That means decrease the temperature. That means bring about the cooling process. That means you have to force the gaseous particle to lose the energy. So this is the process of cooling. So in case of condensation, you are carrying out the process of cooling. Process of cooling is nothing but you are forcing the gaseous particle to lose its energy. So when it loses energy, its particle gets slowed down, and ultimately it will slow down up to an extent that it can get grouped together. It can get this particle form a group. When this particle form a group, then it is getting converted into liquid. So this is the process of condensation, which is the opposite of boiling or vaporization. Okay. Now I will discuss another point, that is the freezing. And one more thing, that these are the process which we are carrying out. We are carrying out at 1 atmospheric pressure, whether I say or not. But the process which I am discussing here, all the process are carried out at 1 atmospheric pressure. Remember this. So what the terminology we are discussing? These are the processes which are taking place at 1 atmospheric pressure, whether I say or not, whether book mentions it or not. So simply you know that these are the process which takes place at 1 atmospheric pressure. That means you are bringing out the condensation process. That means you are bringing out the process of cooling, in which gaseous substance get converted into liquid at 1 atmospheric pressure. This is called condensation. Now freezing is the opposite of melting. In case of melting, what we are doing? Solid get converted into liquid. In case of melting, what we are doing? Solid get converted into liquid. So here we are doing the just opposite thing. Liquid getting converted into solid. So liquid particle has got more energy than the solid particle. So if the liquid is to be made solid, then the liquid particle must lose its energy. So that this liquid particle can come still nearer. It comes so nearest with one another that its position become fixed, because in liquid particle position of the particles are not fixed. To make them to solid, the position of the particle must be fixed, and for that process it should loses energy. And how come it loses the energy? We have to employ a process called cooling. We have to force the liquid particle to lose its energy. That means we have to decrease the temperature. So during the process of cooling, if liquid gets converted into solid, then this process is called freezing or solidification. Okay. Now I'll come to another point, that is latent heat. Latent heat. It is hidden energy. Latent heat means hidden energy. छुपा हुआ energy. Latent heat means hidden energy. That means छुपा हुआ energy. That means the energy which never appear as a temperature. Generally, we say there is a heat energy if we touch certain thing. If I get certain heat energy, that we feel that some heat is there, hotness is there, then we feel that it has got energy. But everything has got energy, whether you feel the hotness or not. But energy is there. There are energy which is hidden into it. The energy is there, but it is hidden into it. You won't be able to perceive it. Such kind of energy is known as latent heat, hidden energy. But here we are talking about the latent heat or heat energy during the change of state. During the change of state. So heating energy is nothing but it's an energy which is to be supplied. The energy which has to be supplied to bring about the change of state. That means solid to liquid. When you are bringing about the change of state from solid to liquid, you have to heat it. When you start heating, initially there will be no rise in the temperature of the solid because the energy getting used up. Energy getting used up in breaking the force of attraction between the solid particles. Because between the solid particles there is a force of attraction. In the liquid particle also there is a force of attraction. So when we supply the heat energy to solid or liquid, when we supply heat energy to solid, then it will get converted into liquid. When we supply the heat energy to liquid, it gets converted into vapor. But till the time it get converted into, suppose that till the time solid doesn't get completely converted into liquid, there will be no rise in the temperature. But you are continuously heating, but there is no rise in the temperature. For example, you can take the example of ice. Start heating slowly, ice will start melting, but there will be no rise in the temperature. Your thermometer will show 0 degrees Celsius temperature. So there is no rise in the temperature, but ice are continuously getting converted into water. So the process of changing of solid into liquid is going on, but there is no rise in the temperature, but you are continuously heating it. So where does this energy goes? Where does this energy goes? This energy used up to overcome the force of attraction between the solid particles. That is why, because until and unless the solid particle gets vibrate rapidly, when it vibrates rapidly, then only it will start moving away from its fixed position. And once it moves away from fixed position and forms a group of particles, then it will get converted into liquid. But in this process, the energy is used up, there is no rise in temperature. This kind of energy which is used up during the change of state from solid to liquid and liquid to gas, but there is no rise in temperature at 1 atmospheric pressure. At 1 atmospheric pressure, process is carrying out at 1 atmospheric pressure. This energy, which doesn't give rise in the temperature, but it brings about the change from solid to liquid and liquid to gas, this energy is known as latent heat. Since it is hidden, it doesn't appear as a temperature, that's why the name is given latent. Latent means hidden. So this is the definition of the latent heat. So I have explained you. Now why latent heat does not cause a rise in the temperature of the substance, just we have discussed, does not cause a rise in the temperature. There will be rise in the temperature if a particle has got more kinetic energy, then only it will give you the rise in the temperature. Until unless it has got a kinetic energy, more kinetic energy, until unless it has got kinetic energy, it will not give you as a more than that. So, because force of attraction is there between the particles, till this force of attraction are there, the energy which we are supplying, that will be used to overcome that force of attraction to produce kinetic energy. Until and unless kinetic energy is produced into the particle, there will be no rise in temperature. Until and unless kinetic energy is produced into the particle, there will be no rise in the temperature. So, before the kinetic energy is produced, whatever energy is supplied to a particular substance, it is used up to break the particles away from one another, to overcome the force of attraction between the particles. Those energy are known as heat energy. Since this energy is used up to overcome the force of attraction, that is why there is no rise in temperature, and this is the cause that there is no rise in temperature, because energy is used up in overcoming the force of attraction. Okay. Now there are two types of latent heat. I will discuss the type of latent heat. How many types of latent heat? We have studied the two processes, solid to liquid, that is the process of fusion, and liquid to gas, that is the process of vaporization. In these two processes, there is no rise in temperature. So the energy is supplied in these two processes are known as latent heat. So there will be two types of latent heat. One is the latent heat of fusion. That means energy supplied during the process of fusion, which never brings about the change in temperature of the solid, are known as latent heat of fusion. And the latent heat of vaporization, the amount of heat energy supplied to change the liquid into gas without raising its temperature. Because this energy is hidden during the vaporization, that is why this heat energy is known as latent heat of vaporization. So, what is the latent heat of fusion? It is the energy required. It is the heat energy required to convert solid into liquid state without raising its temperature, are called latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting. Okay. So, the heat which we supply in this process does not bring about any increase in the temperature. The amount of heat energy which is supplied during the change of state, this energy are known as latent heat of fusion or latent heat of melting. Two names are there, fusion as well as melting. So remember this. So this I have explained it. I'll explain it further in the next video lecture. Okay.